Going team? This is the Brown Man. I hope all is well. Damn, I can't go through the window. I'm dumb. You can't go through the window either. No, it's blocked. That's right. There's a little thing on top. Fuck, I forgot. Oh well. Hope all is well. So we have some leader buffs to talk about. So in the last patch, they actually increased the amount of pink Fs that leaders get. So for example, let's take a look at Annie. So Annie gained 2 pink Fs in ranged, so now Annie can have just as much pink F in range as hunters. All leaders gained 1 pink F in health, so that's an extra 100 health. All leaders gained plus 1 more pink F in stamina, that's 10% stamina cost reduction. And all leaders gain 1 pink F in shield. El Jefe has 4 in melee and 4 in ranged. Lord Arthur has 5 in melee, 3 in ranged, the inverse of Annie. So the offensive power and the defensive power of leaders have been buffed quite a bit thanks to this update. Does it make a difference? Well, it makes a bigger difference for Annie. And one of the reasons being is because that reload speed. So the 5th pink F for melee increases melee speed by 20%, but the reload speed on that 5th pink F, beautiful, is actually a 50% total buff to the reload speed. So for example, I have right here the blunderbuss. Check this out. So at 3 pink F, or this is what it was before, right? They used to have 3 pink F. So you go 3 pink F, you go pop, reload, right? And now if we actually go into all 5, we go much faster, as you guys see. And because she reloads much faster, actually gonna take that, because we reload much faster. Woo! I'm working on the sensitivity of the shooting too. Ugh, I jumped this up a little bit much to 1.2. But I have to get used to this. So this is the sensitivity that I want for shooting. But back on topic, because you can actually shoot and reload a lot faster, the DPS naturally goes up, right? The more hits you can do per second or over time, then the more damage you do. So Annie's damage went up by quite a bit. And because the reload went up, her gun damage has went up right along with that 50% reload. So gaining that amount of reload, she also gained that amount of extra damage, which is pretty good. So Annie is looking really good. And not only does this do straight up damage, but also balance bar. So if you have that hunting rifle, you're going for those headshots, you're doing pretty good. What I'm actually trying to do now is work on higher sensitivities. And so when I'm going to be playing online and in games, I'm going to be actually using this higher sensitivity, because sometimes there'll be some people who are going left and right as the possessed unit and dodging hits, and so you know what, I need to increase my sensitivity, and it feels alien as fuck to me, but I need to do it so that way, just to increase the headshots, because you have those units of the Plaguebringer, and those motherfuckers' heads be twitching. So I gotta be used to that. Also, just for the Plaguebringer herself, she has some movement on her. I need to be able to compensate for that and get my headshot rate back to like 60, 70, etc. per game. It used to be crazy, but I've slowed down from playing Evil Dead. But I need to get back in there. So, once again, back on topic. I don't like scripting these things. I go a little bit off topic. But definitely, once again, you're doing those headshots, right? Especially with that really good reload of the Annie, and you are popping out that damage. They reduced the headshot damage, unfortunately. They need to bring it back, I believe. But reloading much faster with Annie, along with her buff from the howitzer, granting a 25 buff, and then you're active doing a 30 buff. That's 155 extra damage, 155% damage, which is what hunters do. So you're doing You know, you're pretty much a hunter thanks to your auras. Hunters do 1.5 damage, gun damage, and you're doing 1.5 gun damage as an Annie. So you're a hunter that gets feared much less. You have more health. You have more health. You have just as much stamina as well. So let's actually take a look at that. There we go. So when you have all 4 pink F, right? I actually have Artful Dodger maxed out. So it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 dodges. So just like that, just like those hunters, kinda, you get the 4 dodges. You don't have the 5th in stamina to increase the regeneration speed, but you have that nice 40% stamina cost reduction. And that means also if you put into that perk that makes you run for longer, cardio I believe is called. You run and it costs 10% less. So now it costs 50% less to run. So you can just run and run and run. Look at this shit. And run. Look how long you can run. Right, I have cardio also at 2. Right, so I have full cardio and full Artful Dodger. So take a look at this run. So you can run quite far. And of course, once again, just to showcase that reload. The reload is nice. So, leaders are in a nice spot right now. Don't sleep on that Annie. I was putting in that Annie work yesterday over that reload. That reload is way too good. And on the lever action, it is damn near instant. So if you're good with headshots and hitting with that lever action, then you will be a menace to society. Especially since I do invest in damage on Annie. If you do invest in damage, you're going to be doing quite a bit of it. And of course, with the 5th in pink F, you are less likely to be possessed. Also with the higher fear threshold to be possessed, makes you not as much of a worry as some hunters. And of course, you lose a bunch of your damage when you're possessed because you are no longer in your realm of influence, no longer in your aura effect. So that's pretty nice too. Let me know what you guys think of the leader buffs. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and of course, have a good one.